drop. Screen flash. The high score. Boss laugh.
Thumb sore, same fight. Lost track of the time all night. Snacks gone, eyes red. Still shouting one more instead. Distracted gamers, press start. Button mashing from the heart. Round one, game on. We get hit, go harder. Distracted gamers, press start.
Good Lord, it's Saturday. The week just kind of sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately. I should punch it right in the face.
Like that Dustin Rhodes character hiding outside my window. with his little hat. He's creeping up on me, and it makes me uncomfortable.
You're just losing your mind like a certain other wrestler, but with a gun as well.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about that. We're not sure if somebody died at the end of that. Remember when they cut to Big Boss Man hanging from a rope? And then they cut, and that was literally the end of the episode, and they're like, did he die?
Well, Big Boss Man's dead, I guess. Uh-oh.
One of these days, I'm going to have this thing where I try random calls in to give somebody $1 million, and then the sign will fall on me because it's a big failure.
Oh, Paul.
Paul! Are you calling for Paul White or Paul Levesque?
Because his name is Triple H here, Vince.
Yeah, you're breaking the fourth wall big time there, champ.
It's called kayfabe, pal.
I'd call for Paul White. He'd lift that off of me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He might cry, but, he'll get it off me.
Hopefully he's not wearing his diaper this time.
Oh, maybe he has his dad's shirt on, though, that Hulk gave him.
I've got your dad's shirt. It's like, how is that a sign that you two are close? I kept it all these years. That's like what a jaded ex-girlfriend would do. I still have his shirt. It smells like him.
No, we are getting back together, dang it.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan will never get back together with the Giant.
Well, now they can.
The Giant's dead.
They're in heaven
now
together.
they can. Holding hands.
Or maybe
Hulk
they're in
Hogan.
Hell together. I don't know.
One of those two. Hulk Hogan body slamming him and claiming it was the first person any that had ever body slammed the Giant, even though that's not true. People had done it at house shows before that.
Including Hulk Hogan.
Including Hulk Hogan. Poor Frenchman.
Poor enormous Frenchman.
Well, everybody, if you're lost and you've stopped listening to this podcast, I understand. But vague references and wandering around confusing, rabbit holes is what nerds do. And my favorite is to keep bringing up references until everyone's lost.
It's the only way to do it, frankly.
I don't want to wait for this podcast.
I don't want to wait for my
Um,
life to be over.
so we are living in a week with an absurd amount of announcements. We had Comic-Con, we had the Doomsday trailer, we had a bunch of reveals at Comic-Con about Doomsday, we've got Rings of Power, we've got Ebenezer, we've got Blade Runner. Oh, so much. Oh, so much. And not to kill enthusiasm before it hits, but there is none. There's none.
Oh.
Ebenezer a little bit. Neuromancer seems kind of fun.
Yeah, well, that's a last-minute addition. Thank you, YouTube, for recommending.
Yeah, so I failed to infect the group chat with everybody's got a be on top of watching all the trailers, but I know Ross has watched the Doomsday trailer. I don't know if Jason has.
I have.
Nah, I haven't.
Awesome. Well, the Doomsday trailers come out. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Doomsday is the last-ditch Hail Mary attempt to reboot the MCU. They're putting the paddles on the chest of this dead corpse, and they're desperately trying to bring it back from the dead.
Oh, yeah.
They are
Oh.
hoping that this movie does really well, and in fact, they seem to have spent so much money that it's going to be very difficult for it to earn its money back, but I don't think that matters to them as long as the reboot is successful. Bringing back Robert Downey
Which is
Jr.
a huge problem.
Right. Well, bringing back Robert Downey Jr. after his massive sacrifice in the end of Endgame, his meaningful sacrifice seems forced and poorly advised. Like, that is the panic button of let's bring him back to show up in this movie. And look, I went from massive MCU fan to liking every... I loved most of them up to a certain point and then liked some of them. Now we're to the point of I don't like any of the last 7 or 8 films.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is really disappointing because much like most things in nerd geeky culture, we will be your biggest champions, but when you fail, we will drag your name through the mud. And Disney seems to have failed on epic proportions, and Doomsday is a massive indicator that this failure is being recognized because they're desperately trying to do something to revitalize the interest. But the problem is, if you've watched the trailer, it doesn't seem to be succeeding in that regard.
No, not so much.
Like, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. You know, it was funny. I don't know if these are shills or people being paid or what it is, but people on the internet, like the overenthusiastic shock reaction to watching that trailer, baffle me. When was the last time you felt like excited or something when watching a trailer?
Oh God.
Good
Well,
question.
film-wise, it would have been 28 years later. I was really excited.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite hyped for that one.
Yeah, I was really anticipating that, and definitely not let down horribly. Oh wait, no, I was. Oh right, was let down horribly. Sorry, I was thinking wishfully.
That was one of Ross's biggest disappointments, that he still hasn't. Oh, look who it is.
Oh look,
You know, we won't give you crap if you show up on time.
That's a lie.
Oh, I'm a woman. I was doing my nails. I can't show up on time. I was getting ready.
has no mic.
Has no microphone. Well, she's subject to torment then.
Not
You-
back. My audio was not working.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I see.
Nothing was coming through my head.
So what excuse do you
Oh.
have this time?
We did not get dinner until 9 o'clock.
Shove it down your gullet.
Like a pelican.
Swallow whole, taste nothing.
It is purely for energy and nothing else.
Sustenance.
There will be no
alone.
joy in this food.
Well, eventually we'll have nutrition pellets, so
Oh,
do you
can't
really
wait.
need to taste your food?
You know, you can just eat monkey chow now. I mean, it's got really high like protein per whatever.
Is that safe for humans?
Sure, why not? Close enough.
I know
Primate,
dog
you
food
know.
is safe for humans.
Some of it, yeah. I'd
No,
rather do
it's-
the monkey chow.
Dog food is required by law to be safe for human consumption.
I mean,
Yeah.
I bet it'll back you up real hard, though. Not the wet stuff.
Well, I'm not saying
talking
you're
the
going to
kibble.
enjoy it.
Who said anything about enjoying it? I'm just saying.
You gotta be safe in
Eventually.
case you're desperate or I don't know, your crazed children want to eat like the dog.
Well,
Or
you
you're a sad old lady, like an old shut-in.
well,
just
you
waiting
guys
to
must
die.
not be aware that I poop like a baby deer.
That's a good sign.
Pellets.
Just, yeah.
You should
Hard
hydrate and eat
pellets.
fiber.
Nah. Shirts
What's the
make me
problem?
itch.
That's all he eats is fiber.
I'm a fiber consuming man. Well, Doomsday has come out, the trailer. I don't think it needs to be stated that this has to succeed. This
Yeah.
trailer
Oh God, yeah.
must
They set
succeed.
the bar so high for themselves that it's gonna, like you said, that it probably will be impossible for it to succeed.
Well, also impossible, but also must. It must
Yeah.
succeed. Like,
Yeah, it's going to have to. I mean, they have pounded their properties into the ground so horribly that this has to make money. This has to bring people back.
and a lot of the problem with this is it's leaning on recent lore. Because it's like you got the Loki stuff and I mean, so here's the problem. It's mixing a lot of universes. And you might go, oh, interesting. The worst lesson that we got from that last Spider-Man movie is cameos get a lot of hype. Because everybody went, oh my gosh, it's Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. But in reality, they thought, oh, well, we're just start mixing everything together, even though it's confusing and doesn't make sense and you can't explain it very well. Like I was talking to Ross earlier today. Try and explain the rationality of this film's plot to like your grandmother.
Yeah, I think the word I used was embarrassing because, like, yes, it's complicated, but it's not complicated in like a cool or interesting or actually very depthful way. It's like an embarrassing way, like a child. Like and then it's just a lot of that. Like everything that they've done since Endgame, as far as I can tell, as a non-fan, is just throwing shit at the wall and see if it sticks, and then just the most clumsy effort ever to try and thread it together into a story.
Silver, I think you've seen more of the Marvel stuff than I have. Explain this movie.
Well, if you take all of the Marvel movies in like a deck of cards situation and you throw it on the floor, throw
52
darts
pickup.
at it and go, okay, we're gonna have this character, and this character. Sure, they're from different universes, but we're gonna make it happen.
Well, why are the X-Men from the Fox universe in this movie?
That is a great question. It also, I just realized, didn't they leave off Venom with him going to different worlds?
No one's talking about Venom. Don't.
Venom,
I swear, is he gonna be in this?
Venom.
Please,
They
please
can't
no.
afford
I
Tom
think I
Hardy
saw
on
the
top of
list of
everything.
characters in this movie in the 40s.
Oh my gosh.
Dear God, and most of them didn't see each other at the studio.
Famously, yeah.
I don't know what to make of this movie. I can't tell you anything. It is chaos.
Toby's
You're right,
in
a
this.
kid wrote it.
Tobey Maguire's in this.
Oh gosh. Run. Run, Toby.
Toby, don't stick around.
Please.
Who was that D tier team that they made them? They were supposed to be the new Avengers, and it was
Yeah.
just
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
So you have Thunderbolts, that didn't go down super well, and not a lot of people really went and saw it. You have the Fox X-Men. The problem is whatever iteration, because this is going to be the 6th time Professor X has died. We have Tobey Maguire universe, so Tobey Maguire, and apparently Dr. Octopus is also present.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wait,
Um,
he was from a. Okay, it's
yeah.
getting worse.
Deadpool will be in it. It just got announced like a couple hours ago, and he showed up at Comic-Con wearing a gray outfit.
Oh,
oh.
you know, I was just wondering. I'm like, oh, I wonder if Deadpool.
No,
Oh,
he's super
gosh.
in it. He's super in it. Fantastic
man.
Four. So Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. The
And how exciting that
remnants
was.
of the ghost that was the Avengers with the new Captain America Falcon. It's going to be there with Hawkeye and
We know
not
Thor's
Hawkeye, who am I
coming
talking about?
back.
Yeah, Hawkeye. Well, Thor's coming back, so he's a remnant. That lady, was it Florence Pugh from the Avengers, is really featured because they don't have a lot of women for this film.
Oh, because she's part of the Thunderbolts. The
Yep.
sister of Black Widow, so the new Black Widow.
I don't know. Nobody was. You know what? Let's at least react a little bit. All right. So we start out with the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters plaque laying on the ground, all ruined and sad. Like, oh no, this is horrible. And we're going to continue a little bit. And we see some light. And I'm going to desperately try not to get. The reason why we don't do reactions on this channel is copyright sucks.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm very surprised.
They are very aggressive. And we have Doom and something's coming. Now, the concept is there are different universes, and because Captain America decided to go back in time and screw everything up, well, everybody's blaming Captain America, but I also blame Iron Man because they could have fixed everything, but Iron Man was like, but we have to do it in such a way that I keep this kid that I created in this future, even though everybody died. And then Captain America refused to go back, refused to return, so he went back just to stay, which also caused a lot of problems. And apparently this caused so much chaos in the timelines that there's a lot of timelines being smashed together. Worlds and existences. So in order to represent that, they are physically having the universes smashed together, which if there was a planet this close, it would have just, the gravity would have killed you and thrown everybody into space before it actually collided with the planet, or you burned to death or whatever absurdity. Like, that's not how this works. That's why Fantastic Four is so stupid. You can't just move a planet and have everything still function correctly.
What?
No.
That was a problem with Fantastic Four, but
Yep.
it's made up Marvel stuff. It doesn't matter. It's all fake and whatever.
We put teleporters everywhere around the planet. We can just move the planet.
Can I just address that point really quickly? Because who's used with Odyssey? Well, it's fantasy. It's not that big a deal. It's fake. And it's like, okay, so it doesn't matter. Odysseus is going to drive around in a speedboat, and he's going to have an M16, and then Luke Skywalker high-fives him, and then they defeat the Emperor. Like if it doesn't matter, then that argument applies wholesale. And you're like, oh, well, that's stupid because that doesn't make sense. It's like, precisely. So it does matter then. And so when you do absurd nonsense in a movie and it doesn't make sense, I know the term's been thrown around with the Odyssey a lot, but verisimilitude, like the believability of the universe, and if it makes it too absurd, then it becomes really difficult to buy into the story and make it believable, and it becomes really kind of dumb when it's like a kid with a toy. You just start smashing the two universes together. This is how they die, everybody. Like they had to have some visual way to do it, and it was just really Independence Day-esque in your approach. Well, poor Xavier is going down once more.
What time are we on now of his death?
I think it's 6. This will be the 6.
This is are you Red? Are you fucking with me? That Patrick Stewart's one slide? No.
Okay, so X-Men 3. He died in X-Men 3.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I think he died in the new crop, like,
He died in Logan.
well, right. But in the new crop with the first class, where they went to the different apocalypse timeline, I think he died in that one.
Oh yeah.
So we're at 3. He also died in Doctor Strange in the alternate universe where Black Widow kills everybody, and he died in that
Okay.
one. So there's 4. And this one would be 5, and I think we're missing one because I heard it was 6, but I might be mistaken.
Dear
Well,
God, I
let's
mean,
see.
even
Let's see.
4.
I kind of
Far
looked it
too
up. It says X-Man: The Last Stand when he was vaporized and disintegrated by Jean Grey.
Yeah, I got that one.
Days of Futures Past, killed by
got that
Sentinel
one.
in a Dark Future timeline. Logan.
Logan, that's 3.
Doctor Strange in the
Doctor
Multiverse of
Strange
Madness.
is 4. And Multiverse of in Madness. So this would be the 5th. I was mistaken. But we're at 5.
That's still so many. I mean, why do you keep going back to this well? Like, what's wrong with you people?
Well, they've basically exhausted the emotional shock of watching Xavier die, and now it's somebody had a really funny tweet online playing off of the Matrix, and it's like, this is the 5th time we've killed Xavier, and we've become incredibly proficient at it.
Yeah.
Let's just keep burning that old man.
He's gonna die.
It works when people cared for the universe. It doesn't work anymore now that you've done it so many times.
It might be a little overdone. The well may have run dry.
Xavier Born to Die.
Yeah, did you ever think of that with your big bald head, dummy?
He just comes back as Picard.
Oh my gosh.
That makes as much sense as all the other stuff happening in this film.
Yeah, why not?
But if you don't think about it and you just let the emotional music like get to you, if you've got a very low emotional threshold and everything makes you a little bit weepy, this might work for you.
Like that one guy.
Like that one guy. So
are we bringing in Ian McKellen? Is he Magneto again?
yes,
They do
and
that?
they also
Oh.
suggest that they're going to die holding hands or whatever.
Oh my god.
God.
They do that, my old friend or whatever. It's like, again?
Ugh.
Was
Wow.
it his 4th or 5th time now?
I know it's got to be like at least a couple. I mean, I don't even watch these movies, and I know it's been a couple.
Yeah.
Like, god damn.
Because I know he's dead in the Logan universe, and I think he dies at the end of X-Men 3. And then I think he dies with Xavier in the Days of Future Past.
Okay, now I need to look. How many
Silver is
times
going to answer this question.
has Magneto died?
The problem is this is on screen. He didn't die in the Wolverine movie, but he is dead in that movie.
Okay, thanks, Google. It just says, he has no on-screen deaths. I'm like, then tell me how many times he died off-screen.
It's just brilliant.
He ain't surviving this. Well, you see the problem with this, because I know they're crossing over with the Toby universe. And it's not so much, look, they don't have characters that anybody cares about anymore. And the only desperate ploy that they have is to manipulate your nostalgia for already good movies. So they're going to go back and they're going to stomp in the baby heads of those children. And they're going to destroy
Star Wars, isn't it?
movies you love. They're going to destroy your Tobey universe. Think of it. All of the Tobey Maguire movies that you've gone through, all the effort and the emotion and the drama, and it just ends pathetically as his universe gets destroyed. And with the X-Men movies, it's like, why'd even try? Why'd they even try? Because it was always going to end badly.
I have a kind of answer. At least twice.
At least twice.
Dear God.
I have to believe that if Xavier's dead, Magneto's probably also dead.
Yeah.
Well, here's Doomsday. The very hard to believe why anybody trusts a guy by the name of Victor Von Doom. My name is Dr. Doom. That's like Dr. Baby Killer. It's like he seems like a trustworthy fellow.
He has
Like
my
if you give
vote.
any doctor a German last name, it's just like, I don't know.
Vote Dr. Baby Killer. He's doing dramatic pose, and so we're not listening to the audio because I'm avoiding everything. I suppose I could play it for the audience, but you can hear his accent. He's doing an accent, and there's been a lot of commentary about he doesn't sound Eastern European, and nobody knows what this accent is.
It's very nondescript.
But it doesn't sound like Robert Downey Jr. quite either. It's just
Think about decision.
yeah, we're not quite sure what this accent is. Oh, well, here's the Avengers Tower, which is basically Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark's tower.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
And we get an over conversation of
God.
Thor talking about
These assholes.
everybody. I don't know why, but Pedro Pascal decided that he was going to play Reed Richards as constantly kind of weepy faced.
Can
I
he
know,
help
it's just-
himself?
He's not
Isn't
okay.
that just how his face looks?
No, he doesn't do that in other movies.
I suppose he wasn't like that in Game of Thrones. You're right. Or
Yeah,
Narcos.
or of course Mandalorian he had his helmet on.
Well, you know he's crying
Wasn't even
underneath
him.
that.
Well, he just always seems kind of weepy faced in Fantastic Four. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Just constantly think about bullshit.
Spoilers for 5 seconds. The belief is they are going to murder the crap out of Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
And you might go,
This movie was so bad.
where's Evangeline Lilly? Well, apparently the rumor is, behind the scenes on Quantumania, she had a beef with Michelle Pfeiffer and then ended up hitting a guy.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Well, so this is me listening to it third hand. She had a beef with how they were doing their COVID stuff, and Michelle Pfeiffer was trying to get her to obey the COVID rules, even though Evangeline Lilly disagreed with the COVID rules.
Okay.
And so they had like this verbal fight over it, and then this other guy came up behind her to confront her about something, and she wheeled around and apparently hit him and knocked him down. And I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but that soured her shots of taking over after
Ugh.
Quantumania.
What an idiot.
Yeah, that and like no one's fully, they've kind of burned Ant-Man and his future in this sort of stuff, so I can see him as the sacrificial lamb because like someone's
Yeah,
got to go.
They need to
Yep.
get rid of him.
Poor Paul Rudd.
You're far stronger than all of us.
So here's the funniest scene. Do you see something weird? Ross knows what it
hold
is.
on. I'm gonna zoom in.
Do you see something weird?
Um,
Do you see what I mean, Ross?
I think, but it's very small. Let me see.
No, that's not quite. It's very obvious. It's
Well, no, I mean the screen was small.
okay. I'm going to help you guys. So it's strongly believed, if people have gone over this second by second, that this was hashed together
Oh yeah,
of
yeah,
people
yeah.
that were not in the same room together, because it very
yeah,
clearly looks like the Fantastic Four were not in this room with the rest of them.
Yes, yeah, they are the most obvious bunch.
yeah,
of, like,
they
yeah.
look weird.
And you've
How come they
noticed-
don't get shadows?
Have you noticed something else with the Fantastic Four?
Something's weird there. Yeah,
What's
I keep
weird?
looking. I don't know. I keep looking at like Thing and
Think about it. Why is there
wait,
such a weird
wait,
space in the
wait.
middle of them?
I was just gonna say, yep. Pedro Pascal and what's her face? They're separated from Thing and Johnny there.
Yeah, everybody thinks Doomsday is probably standing in the middle of them. And they just edited it out because the gimmick of the film, if you've seen the spoilers, and I apologize, spoilers again. Doom is trying to get everybody work together because he's warning them about all the problems, and they find out later he's the one causing it. So he's here trying to get the different universes to work together, and he's probably standing right in the middle of the Fantastic Four.
Rules. That is so funny.
Well, because it looks really weird because they don't really have shadows, and they don't look like they're in the room. And here's the thing. I'm going to rewind slightly. Pay close attention to the different groups, all right?
Then all of us put together, and they died.
Okay. I'm going to do that again. Notice something about the Fantastic Four and the group on the right. Watch very
Then
closely.
all of us put together.
Boy, they ain't moving a lot, are they?
They're not moving at all.
My
Look at
God!
them.
No, they're not.
Look at them. They're not. I'm going to rewind it again.
Wait,
They're
wait
not
a
moving.
minute.
Put together.
Except for the people on the left. They're not moving.
Then all of
That's a
us put
freeze
together.
frame.
Ba-dum-bum.
No, like, honestly, it is weird when you notice it
Then all of us
because
put
they're
together,
not moving.
and they
Yeah, it's very uncanny.
Almost like they just took pictures and inserted them together like this dramatic moment. And here's Thor explaining it to everybody.
And they die.
Yeah, he said there were people who fought Thor and they were stronger than all of us put together and they died. Stronger perhaps heroically, but in terms of power, like, no. I don't want to be that guy, but Black Widow and Captain America couldn't beat you together, Thor.
No, God, no.
No, you're a god.
I'm sure to honor his friends and all that, so that's fine. That's okay.
Have you, somebody, I saw this pointed out, Thor sounding a little bit, Southern
Australian.
Hemisphere. Yeah.
Yeah, his Australian accent keeps slipping in, and people are like,
They
"Is Thor
died.
Australian now?"
They fucking died.
They did. So off to a good start, because we were told by people who worked on the film that they showed up, were given lines to read that they didn't understand, and told to say the lines to people that they didn't know who they were talking to in a green screen room by themselves.
Jeez.
So he didn't even
What a way to make
fully
a movie.
understand what was happening. And that kind of explains where you're hashing things together. And here we have Thunderbolts and remnants of Avengers. And that, like, for all I know, all of these people filmed this separately.
I totally did.
Wow. Welcome to Hollywood.
I hope this is the whole movie where clearly no one was in the same room.
Just Uncanny Valley, the film.
Yeah, they have like, like a stick with a tennis ball in the end that goes, "This is Chris Hemsworth talking to him."
Well, they didn't even tell him who he was talking to, so they don't even know.
Oh my
They just said,
God.
read the lines. It's funny. If you ever hear Ewan McGregor talk about the prequels, he says he doesn't remember a lot of the prequels because there was a lot of running around in green screen rooms.
Yeah, it's like your brain is just deleting that because it's like, well, that's clearly not important.
Yeah. I get it. There's nothing happening.
and they
Well, if you
died.
keep your actors in the dark, they can't spoil anything.
What?
They also can't make a good movie, but
Yeah.
Well, the immigration allegory has returned
Oh my gosh.
with Namor. So instead of Atlanteans, they are now Aztec, Inca, ancient peoples.
All right.
as if it wasn't dumb enough the first time they did it.
No, remember, she thought it was so clever that she's like, his name's Namor, the boy without love. Namor. Because, in Spanish, amor is love, so Namor. Anyway, she thought it was really clever. She no longer works with Marvel, by the way.
What? What do you mean? Why? Is there a reason?
For her
Um,
Do you
amazing
get like you have
name.
kids or
Terrible.
something? Or
you remember famously Wakanda Forever, where Namor and his South American people tried to invade the ethno state of Wakanda? Like they were trying to get, and then they snuck underneath their electrical wall, which apparently
Gosh.
doesn't go all the way down through the water, which seems like a huge flaw. But then again, they open it by using drums.
by using bingo bongos, like you played Donkey Kong on the Wii. That
Yeah.
same technique.
That they might be the same drums.
Basically,
gotta plug
if
it
you
in.
can play Donkey Kong, you can break into Wakanda.
Ah, brilliant.
But you got to learn the song, and that's minutes of effort.
Entire
minutes.
minutes worth of time of effort.
Can't do that.
Well, Namor is
that.
back. No one was desperately asking for this character return, but he's back.
No.
They die.
New Black Panther.
Uh,
Everybody's favorite. So far, just some of the most popular characters.
Facing enemies.
The
big names.
the guy that should have taken over is Black Panther.
Yes.
You know what's so stupid about it is they set up the universe of Black Panther as you inherit the mantle of the king and the Black Panther by winning a fight and being the strongest, and she just got it because she's his sister.
yeah, she did
Well,
nothing.
She did
that'll
nothing.
happen.
Whereas he should have literally destroyed this little girl, but no one challenged her. That was the whole point of the first Black Panther movie.
That's literally the whole storyline.
Yes.
No, they really should have just honored Chadwick Boseman's request of just recast me.
Yeah, they should have.
Well, they did. What do you mean?
With his sister.
They recast Black Panther.
Well, I haven't relieved the news yet, but let's take a small detour and bring it up right now. Let's see. Doomsday and Peggy Carter are confirmed for the Avengers, so Peggy Carter is going to be there, or Deadpool is going to be there in Doomsday. On top of that, let's see. Let's open up the USA Today reveal. We're slipping into the Comic-Con stuff. Let's see. David Johnson is going to inherit Chadwick Boseman's superhero mantle in Black Panther 3. And you might go, oh, they're recasting him? No. He's apparently his son.
Yes.
So he is going to be the new...
That, okay.
I know it's formatted weird. It's for the...
They did reveal he had a son in that last terrible Black Panther, but he was a small child.
Well, he's an adult now, apparently.
So what the...
Wakandans accelerated breeding plans or whatever. He beat somebody as a baby, and when he becomes Black Panther, he's an adult.
Okay.
He's a terrifying infant. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so they are going to do a new Black Panther. She no longer has it. Hopefully, he beats her in a fight.
Hey, just like slam dunk her.
See, because here's her as a Black Panther, even though she didn't inherit the role legitimately, which
And
was
didn't have fighting
established.
powers. She was weird scientist girl.
Yeah, which was established in
Right.
this universe that you're supposed to win it, but she didn't.
Wait, scientist girl? You mean Ironheart? Is she in this?
Oh, I hope not.
I don't know. There's like
Oh.
40-something people she could be.
God, I hope not.
Wouldn't
What an
surprise me.
embarrassing role.
Where she's going to
That's
act... she's going to have all these capabilities. She's going to have a full ride to an impressive university, and she's going to act put upon and use her powers to rob people.
For evil.
We're going to start out... Her character is a villain, everybody.
She's just a real asshole, you know?
And threats.
Oh, the Navi have arrived. They seem
Wait
to
a
be...
minute.
They seem
Yeah,
to
why
be...
is it blue?
I don't know.
People doing here.
They're going to use their tentacle heads to mate with the Wakandans or something.
Nah.
I like that Namor is sitting inside a giant shark mouth.
Well, how else do you know he likes the ocean?
They could make him Surfer Boy. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, he should
Just
have
put
been
a
like
surfboard leaning
monster,
against the
dude.
throne. Like, when this is done, I'm going to go out and get some waves.
Catch some waves, bro.
Oh, look, the thing is in the room. He's right here. Oh, and look, there's Bucky, the Winter Soldier. So, it's not just there's some other people in here. Looks
You
like
mean
they're
this
trying
should have
to...
been Captain America?
Shh. Here's Thor.
It scared me far less.
Yeah.
And apparently his line is, Thanos scares me far less
Than this one.
than this one. So he's scarier than Thanos, who killed half of all life in the universe, not just the planet. Hey, it's Cyclops. That's fun. He's in accurate outfit, which we've been
Finally.
missing for a long time.
Yeah, what do we got? 25, 6 years, whatever it is.
It just took them doing it in Deadpool to finally go, oh, he's in this correct outfit. And the one fight everybody's been clamoring for, Gambit and Simu
No.
Liu.
Whoa.
That's right, Shang-Chi is fighting Gambit in this.
What are they doing to my boy?
We're gonna spend precious time to show a fight between Shang-Chi, a movie that did not attract audiences, and they are not going to do a sequel. And Gambit from the X-Men, where we're finally going to see him in a role that's not sacrificial in a Deadpool movie. He's probably going to die again.
My favorite X-Man. Oh.
Hey
My
everybody,
favorite X-Men!
Simu Liu, we were waiting for this fight.
Everything that they
Yeah, me and Silver had that coming to terms where it's like, oh, she loves the same X-Men I do.
Yeah.
Well, a woman of taste.
Gambit and Nightcrawler.
Gambit and Nightcrawler.
They're the best
My
ones.
boys.
That's the correct answer.
Always.
Here we have the TVA badge and Loki, because his drama in the Loki series is absurdly important to what's happening in this movie, which means if you didn't subscribe to Disney Plus and watch Loki, you are pretty lost, which is going to be 99% of people watching this film. As in, I don't know what's happening. And look, the ocean's attacking Wakanda?
The ocean.
Or maybe they separated
Such a
the
weird
ocean?
image.
Yeah.
Why is the thing so small?
He's supposed to be huge. I don't have an answer for you. I think it's because he's just a guy in a suit.
God.
Oh
Just
my gosh.
force perspective, for God's sake. What are we doing?
Give him like a little stilts and slightly longer arms. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like, we'll just film from the knees up. Give him
I
a
was gonna say, like,
goddamn stool.
put him way close to the camera.
Silver, how tall is the Thing in the comic books?
Google.
She's my
How
Google.
tall was the Thing in the comics?
You can do it.
Officially listed as 6 feet.
That's still not super big, but he's at least bigger.
Through modern man Okay, many artists scale him up to about 6'6".
Okay. He's just a tiny man compared to everybody else.
Tiny rock man.
If you haven't noticed, this is the sidekick to Falcon or Captain America now,
Oh.
which you might not be familiar with because nobody watched that movie. I don't know who this is. There's Bucky.
Are they gonna have terrible Hawkeye sidekick?
Oh, I hope so. Hey, it's replacement Black Widow.
put aside your petty squabbles.
It's Mystique! Not Jennifer Lawrence Mystique. Rebecca
Oh.
remains Stamos Mystique.
Oh.
Or just Rebecca Romaine. I don't know if she's still staying on. Rebecca Romaine
No, I
Les
think they're
Mystique.
divorced.
Uh-huh. Don't watch out for that. You could get sick.
And she, yeah, meat eaters are balling right now with all those people getting sick from the lettuce. So she turns into Florence Pugh so that we can get the fight we all asked for. Backup D-list Black Widow fighting backup D-list Black Widow. and a fight in the movie, which probably lasts way too long.
Wow, amazing.
Hey, buddy, it's Gandalf.
Yeah,
Or Gandalf, as we learned in Rings of Power.
Nothing except this. If you would
See? Then they're going to die together. And now here's Ant-Man talking to his anarchist criminal daughter
yeah,
Yes.
terrible daughter.
who attacked police officers and should be in prison for assault. But she feels entitled, so she can get away with it.
you will return.
Oh, look, it's he was really into that lady made of chrome. He has a fetish. Johnny Storm.
As brothers and sisters.
And there's Sue Storm. And then Black Widow again. Hey, it's Captain America. And that was
My boy.
Gambit doing it. My boy. And here's that scene from the spoiler. Was it the teaser that we got?
Mm.
Yeah.
Apparently these are Sentinels in the background, and they're helping the X-Men to fight off the incursion so that their planet doesn't get destroyed. So he's not fighting the Sentinels, they're fighting together.
Okay.
Oh, and we finally get cool looking Cyclops, but whatever. Sue is casting rainbows.
All right.
There's Namor,
My words.
or
Namor.
whoever. Did he have a beard? He's a guy. Here's Thor.
Man.
This is the thing where everybody went, the Avengers are back, baby, because Thor did a big electrical jump thing. And then he did the cliche anime block with 2 fingers. Ross, there's a funny story about this symbol. You want to tell us?
Oh, so somebody here's the story I will tell. Whether or not it's accurate, I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Somebody at Marvel were like, "Well, we got to put some design on his gauntlets." So they went to Google and looked up Doom symbol or Dune rune, perhaps, and then plastered that on there. And turns out that's from Doom 2016 video game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
So,
like a demon
literal
rune
demon
from
sigils on
Doom,
his
yeah.
gauntlet. Oops.
It's about
What a
as much,
fuck up.
as much research and effort as we got out of Assassin's Creed Shadows when we kept learning that they kept screwing up with the designs of stuff that were inaccurate. Look how powerful he is, everybody.
So strong.
We're going to need a miracle.
We need a miracle. This above average strong guy.
It's not possible.
Okay, first of all, Chris Evans is no longer blonde for some reason, because Steve Rogers is blonde. He also doesn't look super jacked, like he stopped doing push-ups after Doomsday, or after Endgame.
He didn't expect to come back either.
No, he didn't. And everybody's saying he's got Ozempic face.
Oh no.
Like he doesn't.
I mean, maybe he had like an eye like surgery or something.
Some
you know,
Botox or something in the cheeks to smooth
Yeah.
it over, or they could be doing a de-aging thing and just giving an artificial
Mhm.
sheen to his skin
Gosh.
because he doesn't quite look right.
Ugh.
And then some of the people coping on the internet trying to like read it behind the lines and think maybe what this could be is that he might actually secretly be the Hydra Captain America, which if that were true, then the joke immediately turned into, but he's worthy because he can have Mjolnir. So does that mean Mjolnir is racist?
Apparently.
Yes.
So I don't think this is Hydra Captain America lore, people. Or Mjolnir
Oh.
doesn't think racism makes him unworthy to hold the hammer. But to be honest,
I mean,
the things he did by abandoning his obligation to be a hero and save the universe and all that was making him unworthy to hold the hammer.
yeah.
Giving up on stopping violence and helping to save everybody, going back in time just so that he could have his positive, end story. Captain America has more of a feeling of obligation to do the right thing than it does that helping other people is more important than him having a happy ending. And that's why that ending in Endgame was so stupid.
The whole reason why he crashed the darn ship into the ice.
Yes.
Destroyed it!
Yes. That's why Batman doesn't give up. But, whatever. Here's the guy that was a huge part of why this is all a problem anymore and whole universes are being destroyed. Trillions upon trillions of people. This guy, because he wanted to hang out with Haley Atwell. And they had babies.
I mean, fair.
What was it? I saw them in the closet making babies and one of them looked at me.
Ugh.
That's a line from The Simpsons. Anyway. He doesn't quite look right. And then we got our big Doomsday sign. Na, 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 na. Avengers and Disney Infinity, which, remember that big the big gimmick?
Oh, yeah. And it's not like people are like, is this like a new technology? And it's like, no. It's just a thing to tell you the best movie theaters, I guess.
Well, this was because they lost the bid to have access to the IMAX screens to Doom 3. So they came up with this idea of doing Infinity Vision, which isn't a new technology or a new thing. It's basically, for the most part, Dolby Vision, but it's a website where you can go and search for the best theaters to see this in, which also doesn't mean that you're getting good price. I haven't confirmed this, but the speculation is if it's being labeled Infinity Vision on a premium screen, you might be paying more because it's counted as Infinity Vision. Like they're going to charge you premium prices like at a IMAX, even though it's just a normal theater that's a nice screen.
Yeah, we reported on this when they first started doing it. And from what we could tell at the time, there wasn't really any difference between the theaters that were offering Infinity Vision and those that weren't. It was just that they signed up for the program kind of thing.
I think the screens are the best quality screens is the gimmick, but they haven't made anything new. They're just giving you a guide as to where to go to find really nice screens in your area. That's it. They're not IMAX. They're perhaps Dolby Vision quality, but it's a really stupid gimmick to make up for the fact that they don't have IMAX. You might be paying more for it, so that's also hilarious.
Good God.
Well, the countdown has begun. Everybody's overly hyped for Doomsday, and it's on its way. And we're now living in a countdown to Doomsday world. And you all are just going to have to live with it.
Oh, boy, did anyone think that may not be the best idea now that I think about it? Gotta have a countdown clock to Doomsday, or do they think it was cute? Couldn't do that in 2012, I'll tell you that.
No, you can't. We will be seeing Deadpool. We will be seeing Haley Atwell's character. I'm going to try and adjust this because I had to adjust it for the YouTube video. Do not look behind the curtain. So we got a bit of glimpses of the costumes. So apparently Doomsday has witches.
What?
Doom has witches in Latveria, and these are his witches at Comic-Con, their costumes.
Very nice.
Okay.
Here we have new Captain America Falcon Man. I think this is Florence Pugh's character, which is the most dull, nothing outfit.
Just a gray blob. Good lord.
Military something or another. Here's Gambit, whose outfit actually looks pretty good.
Oh boy!
My boy. Yeah, I quite like it. Gambit's outfit.
I just know that Channing Tatum was like, I'm a Gambit purist.
He's got to have the collar thing around his head and neck.
Very important.
Here we have Cyclops, which I think the outfit looks pretty good. I don't know why all of the Fantastic Four have to have cool sports jackets, but they do. Thor's pretty standard Thor outfit. And that's what we have here. We have seen pictures of Doom's outfit. Doom's outfit looks pretty good. I think Doom is pretty on point for his look. And on top of this, if you haven't had enough, to make the plot make any sense, they're going to re-release Endgame. It's called Endgame Encore, and they will add 7 additional minutes to the end of it.
Fast forward.
Well, it's probably going to be in theaters, so this is just to make it rational with the stuff coming by adding minutes to Endgame, which seems like if your movie can't fit with the previous established stuff, you didn't write it well enough, but we got to edit Endgame to make it make sense with Doomsday coming.
Endgame wasn't perfect, but at least it was a lot better than a lot of the other Marvel crap that they've released. I bet that 7 minutes is going to ruin everything.
You know what? That's a decent.
Have faith in Hollywood.
That's a decent theory, Silver.
I'm not happy.
You ruined the movie.
You made it crap.
Captain, you just get a scene with 7 minutes of Captain America dyeing his hair. I think this will look great.
What do you think, Peggy?
I liked it more blonde. Shut up, Peggy. You have to remember, I'm a guy from the 40s. I will backhand you.
Oh, dear God.
So we're going to slip into our Comic-Con coverage. So this is up to the last minute. This is the most recent things announced. The big news is we did find out that we are getting a Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. So I'm not super mad about the decision for him to be Ghost Rider.
No.
I think it's a decent.
But I do have a question.
Yes.
So we know Nick Cage is getting up in the years, but he did just play Spider-Man Noir,
and he was great.
Wouldn't he still be fine as Ghost Rider?
Well, are you saying we need to use Nicolas Cage as long as we can get away with it?
I'm just saying he's the OG Ghost Rider, and I think he'd still be fine as Ghost Rider. I think Ryan Gosling would be perfectly fine as him. I'm just saying that he just played Spider-Man Noir. I think he has more years in him. He could play Ghost Rider.
All right. The director of this film is going to be Sean Levy, who's also directing Starfighter, which Ryan Gosling is in. Sean Levy also did Deadpool, so look forward to Hammy Deadpool. Great. Director man.
Great. Wonderful.
It's going to be like super jokey Ghost Rider.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
Anyway, we as I said before, David Johnson's going to be our new Black Panther. So, I mean, at least we're getting a new guy. He's not T'Challa, but that's fine.
I think he has the same name, actually. His son. I think his name is also T'Challa.
T'Challa Jr.
Yeah.
Chris Evans doesn't look so weird in this image, but they showed some new footage with the three of these guys. Ryan Reynolds crashed it with a gray Deadpool outfit. Here's Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
Doing his thing.
Heck? That looks so weird.
Yeah, it does look weird. Because remember, red, so they can't see.
Really
the blood.
does. Yeah.
I mean,
Now they will.
he didn't even keep like the black like a really dark black. They're like, everything gray, everything monotone. Just
Deadpool's going
make
through
it
some
boring.
stuff.
Why is he matching Florence, whatever her name, the Black
Florence
Widow?
If I remember
Hughes.
right, the gray was from when Deadpool was on X-Force. That's what it was.
Yeah, but they had X-Force and he didn't have gray. In the movie, in the second movie, they had X-Force.
Yeah, they all
Oh, no,
died.
I'm just talking about from the comics.
I'm just saying. We did get X-Force. More hype stuff. We got Mackie and Simu Liu showing up. You see that somebody tweeted Simu Liu that Marvel put out a list of movies to catch up on so that you're ready for Doomsday, and they didn't. They didn't put Sun-Chi on there, which he responded to, of course, or what something like that. So he was all bitter that they didn't even say you need to watch his movie before you see Doomsday.
Shang-Chi? Who?
Shang-Chi.
No,
His
no,
movie
you don't
has
gotta
nothing
watch
to do
that
with
one.
The multiverse.
Yeah, we all forgot you existed, Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
No, Shang-Chi 2, it's coming any day now.
John Bernthal hyped as the Punisher, hyped the Hulk battle in Spider-Man.
Ugh.
See, yeah, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. Re-release of Endgame. Marvel kicks off a panel with the highlight package. Kevin Feige. Did you see Kevin Feige's comments about Blade?
Maybe? What'd he say?
He said he
I don't
felt like
remember
a
it. You might
failure
get a
that
new
they
one.
couldn't get Blade out. That
Yeah.
they couldn't make Blade happen. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you couldn't get Blade to work somehow, but you got all this other stuff. Why couldn't you get Blade to work?
Did you overthink it, maybe? Is that the problem, buddy? Did you overthink just putting the guy in a leather jacket and killing vampires? Did you overthink that part, maybe?
Apparently.
Oh.
Vision Quest, more TV shows likely to be discussed during the Marvel panel. I didn't see any links to that. We had a lot of stuff, a bit of Spider-Man stuff, but no new Spider-Man announcements. They didn't announce any X-Men stuff, which is also weird. It was basically Doomsday. But besides this, if we slip into a lot of the other stuff, we had Ebenezer, which the internet, at least Kotaku, felt it necessary to mock Johnny Depp over Ebenezer.
Felt.
So we have this, I guess it's Christmas Carol prequel is what they were calling it.
Yeah.
With Johnny Depp as Ebenezer Scrooge. I've seen the trailer. What do you think,
Yeah,
Ross?
me too. It looks fine. I mean, it's not anything I'm super interested in, but it feels like a movie from 10 years ago, or longer, which is probably a good thing these days.
I like Johnny Depp in the role.
Yeah, I think he's a good choice.
Back.
Yeah, it looks like he's having fun with it. It is interesting that it's both taken this long to have his big coming out again since the whole kerfuffle with his ex-wife, and that it's this. I mean, of all the things, it makes sense though. I mean, he is getting older. It's an easy role for him to get into. It's weird.
Well, they set up like this little Scrooge and Marley store, and then he would kind of come out and act all grumpy as Ebenezer Scrooge and tell people to go away or whatever. And Kotaku, I thought this was kind of cute, like a little gimmick. Kotaku suggested that this was sad and pathetic for Johnny Depp to be wandering around like he's trying to be relevant again. And I was like, I never blamed him for the stuff with the trial at all. It was all his wife.
Yeah, she was
And on
nuts.
top of that, yeah, and on top of that, like, it's Comic-Con. How dare he try to sell the movie by interacting with fans?
Well, they
how's
suggested
that
like he
pathetic?
was sinking
Can't
really
believe it.
low by wandering around and being Ebenezer Scrooge and tell everybody humbug.
He has no, like, do people not remember what Johnny Depp used? He does that shit like that all the time.
He's a goofy man. He likes to
Yeah,
do that.
I mean, he goes and visits sick kids as Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
He did it on the ride
Yeah.
for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes!
I mean, there's other clips of him having a good time. Like a fan like went up to him and had the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
He swipes it and runs back into the Scrooge and Marley store.
See, I thought this looked fun, but Kotaku's reaction was this seemed kind of pathetic. How far has Johnny Depp fallen to have to run around in character and mock people like he's desperately trying to get you to pay attention to his movie? And it was like, I kind of thought it was fun already. I kind of liked this movie.
Well, never, listen, Kotaku will never miss an opportunity to get goodwill, all right? So they will... Oh, wait, no, inverse. Sorry, excuse me. They will always miss an opportunity to get goodwill. So they have no idea what this is. They cannot comprehend what this
Fun?
could be accomplishing. No, they don't know that. What do you
Everything's
mean?
colored in the culture war context, so you can't have
Oh,
fun.
at the very least, yeah. Or, just being curmudgeonly and douchey and sour about everything. Because you couldn't...
Someone's being a little Ebenezer there, Ross. You get it? You get everybody?
I think they're just mad they couldn't do real journalism in their mind, so they had to do Kotaku.
They wouldn't let me talk about Trump anymore.
In my PS5 review.
Literally, their famous PS5 review when it came out, half the article was talking about the PS5 being released in the context of a Trump administration.
Oh my gosh.
Which is exactly what everybody wanted. They wanted to know how Trump was going to affect their PS5. I mean, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I don't buy. I don't practice my hobbies or use my entertainment without contextualizing it in the current political climate.
Exactly.
So we also got Blade Runner 2099 first exclusive. This was going to cause controversy and conversation. Now, let's get the first part out of the way. Ross, our main character,
Yes.
is a dude.
Yeah. Hey, everybody! Remember a few months ago when we were talking about like rumors from the Zelda movie and all that, and like the big rumor clearly being pushed by her agents or his agents or whatever, Hunter Schafer's agents.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Was that like Hunter Schafer was going to be Zelda? Yeah. Well, now Hunter Schafer's back, baby, and in Blade Runner, which, on the face of it, Rhett, at least as far as you and I would interpret stuff, I think. I mean, okay, like fine, but you and I both know that's not how it's gonna.
Yeah, playing a woman and
yeah. And by the way, can I just say, Hunter Schafer seems like the most industry plant I've seen, and as far as acting goes, I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, they desperately want to make him a thing.
Like, there's always some rumor about Hunter Schafer being in some movie.
He is more.
But as far as the trailer itself, it was bad.
Well, he is more marketable than Elliot is.
Well, the tall twink is a lot more attractive with a pair of bolt-ons than the tiny
not masculine,
5'1"
tiny
dude.
little, yeah.
In
In the oversized suit.
Yeah, like not.
Yeah.
Like
Not
she's
to be
wearing
crass,
her daddy's
you
suit
know?
sort of thing, and it's just too
Yeah.
big for her.
Exactly. And not in like a cool, like, black comedian from the year 2000 kind of way, but like a embarrassing, like,
Yeah, well, when
stupid
Sinbad
way.
did it, he wasn't a tiny man.
Yeah, that helps. Not being 5'1" and incredibly skinny helps a lot.
Do you know the story of this movie, Ross?
Of Blade Runner, or
Well, of this movie,
the show? Yeah, no, I don't.
this show. So you're going to hate it.
Of course I am.
So
yeah.
the context of the plot is essentially
Oh,
the
yes, I do,
replicants won, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
took over the
Oh, right.
Earth, and Hunter Schafer, a man pretending to be a woman, has to be a human pretending to be a replicant to hide among the replicants.
I mean,
They're doing the contrast with what we had with the last movie with Ryan Gosling, where he actually ended up being a replicant, hiding, pretending to be human. Now the humans have to pretend to be replicants. Like, that's a clever ploy. And I hate that the replicants win in this. I hate that. It's not the original vision of the story. It's bullcrap. And the original vision of the story was calling into questions what humanity means, what it means to be human, and all that sort of thing.
It's like the most like basic level of understanding of replicants and their concept of their own reality and like humanity and their own deaths. Like,
yeah. This is
just
a really
so basic.
stupid corruption of the original concept.
Yeah, it's very dumb. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, I'm not invested in a show where the replicants win.
No, God, who cares? It just like it just doesn't. You know what, Rhett? Do you remember the Blade Runner video game from the 90s?
Yes.
Better than Blade Runner stuff we've gotten in a long time.
Yes.
Sad.
It was pretty sad.
Very sad.
Which is funny because we sort of talked about it last minute, but there's was it Neuromancer? Go look for that trailer.
Neuromancer trailer.
That's basically the Blade Runner I want, not the one we have at home with this Amazon series.
Yeah, the Apple TV is making a Neuromancer TV show. It's coming out early next year, like January, and it looks so good. It has all the things I like in cyberpunk. It's both beautiful and yet gross and like desperate and like
lived in a
criminal
dystopian
underpinnings. Oh, dude, it looks so good, and I think it's Callum Turner is in that, and I like him. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah,
super in. I am tempted to get me some Apple TV or Apple Plus when that comes out.
Nice. Yeah, Blade Runner's a no.
No.
I hate to be that guy,
No.
but no.
Sorry.
You're ruining my Blade Runner.
Yeah, a little
My
bit.
boy. Clayface, we got a preview for Clayface. They're really trying to lean into this horror Clayface thing, like they're trying to recapture the Joker individual story of the Joker.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of these characters work best in the context of a Batman.
Yeah. Seriously.
Rhett, I was watching the trailer before we started, right? Like about an hour ago, about two hours ago.
Right.
And obviously, I mean, I knew Clayface was DC, like I hadn't forgotten that, but like when the Gotham police car like comes into frame, I'm like, oh right, I forgot. This is one of those movies that, at least with the trailer, I mean, the trailer looks fine. There's nothing I hate about it, but I'm not a big DC or comic fan, like whatever. But this is something you make like 6-8 years of successful DC movies down the line. Not, what are we at? Is this the third movie they're gonna have in the DC universe?
At least Joker had Bruce Wayne and Thomas Wayne in it.
Yeah, well, and it was like, I don't know, like, because are they really saying this is not attached at all to the DCU now, right? Like the current one.
It
right
apparently is.
now? That's dumber. That's so.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, get to see this version of Gotham you'll never get to see again because I guarantee you the next Superman movie won't make money.
Nope. Hopefully they
Bum,
let
bum,
this
bum,
attach
bum.
to the Batman universe and just slide it into that one. Assuming it's good. Like, I'm
Assuming
open
it's good.
for the concept of this horror movie. It just,
Yeah.
in context, it's just like, this really needs a Batman.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just like, I love setting up villains before the hero. Okay.
Well,
That's what I
'cause-
would have associated with more of a horror, like a Scarecrow before a Clayface.
Well,
Whatever.
or you know what they could have done? A really good Mr. Freeze. They had
heck
a
yeah.
really good comic story of Mr. Freeze's tragic backstory and his obsession to try and bring back Nora. They did a really good animated movie about it. They could have done that one, but then again, it works best with Batman in context. Okay, like it could be good. It
Yeah.
just why?
Yeah, I like the trailer itself looks like some good body horror. Love that. Releasing in October, good sign. But yeah, like just how this plugs in is just baffling. Why?
Well, you might agree with me, Ross, in the context of the Joker, because the Joker was really good, and part
Yeah,
of
the
what
first
made
one's
it
very
really
good.
good is it had this sort of tragic collapse of a human being into madness and why he might become the clown prince of crime, which was undermined by the second movie, but we don't talk about that. But the first one was so good that he starts out as a sympathetic character and becomes sort of the psycho you see by the end. So he though stays protagonist, he retains this. He becomes the villain,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So it's got this really fascinating arc. If I were to watch a movie about a horror monster, you have to have a protagonist to counter it. Whereas in the Joker, you have this evolution of a character you sympathize with to someone you don't. In, say, Friday the 13th, Jason isn't the main character, and then you follow his journey. You follow people trying to run away from Jason.
Right.
You need someone to contrast. Like we don't have it running around Pennywise, and it's just let's watch Pennywise's journey. Like you because it leaves you with a sour taste in your mouth because it just ends with him being Monster Man.
Yeah.
I guess.
Do you think they're gonna go like a Darkman route with this? Because it gave
But
me
at
that
least
feeling a
Darkman
little
was
bit.
attacking bad guys, even though he was kind of a monster himself.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but see, like the trailer kind of made it seem like he's getting revenge on the people who did him dirty.
Yeah, but I don't want sympathetic villains anymore. I'm sick of it. Make him a monster.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it does become a problem when it's like, well, then here comes Batman. He's gonna beat the crap out of your goo face.
Yeah, not
Enjoy.
everybody criminal in the prison is just like, wow, he was just down on his luck, and they all have a complex backstory, and then it's like, oh, what about this guy that killed 7 children? And it's like, well, when I was a child, my dad used to hit me, therefore it's excusable that I did the horrors of what I did.
Well, and there is a thing, at least as again, not a big comic fan, but Batman is one of the few characters I kind of know, whether it's the show, games, whatever, right? There is an aspect, at least to my understanding, of like, yeah, I mean, a lot of these villains were regular people at some point, but they made a choice.
Right.
Like they keep making the choice to be these like horrible pieces of crap. So Batman's gonna whoop some ass. Like that's all there is to it.
Right, and they might have different motivations. Some might be madness. Some might be torn between conflicting psychology. Some might be obsessed with fear. Some might be just out for money. Like Penguin is just out for money. Like, but they have their own motivations. not all of them have to be like sympathetic villains. And I'm really sick and tired of the sympathetic villain. Apparently in Doomsday, the story is Victor Von Doom's family died and he's trying to bring them back. And it's like, I don't need a sympathetic story. Literally, Victor Von Doom's story was he's trying to make awesome Latveria.
Yeah.
And he's just dictator man. And it's like, I don't need to sympathize with every villain. I really don't. Sometimes...
And his name is Dr. Doom.
Well, sometimes cartoonish villains just need to be villains. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, I don't want to
Yep.
sympathize with Gacy. He killed children. I don't need to feel bad for his backstory. You know what I mean?
Or a certain dictator or two throughout the 20th
Yeah,
century.
just a certain dictator or two. It's like sometimes they're just busted people. Not
Yeah,
everybody. Sometimes it's not nurture. Sometimes it's just nature, you guys. Sometimes he's a broken man.
Yep.
Sometimes that baby is just gonna grow up to rule Germany. That's
No.
just gonna happen.
So it's
He
gonna
has
happen.
ambition, and he's got to stick up his butt about it. And
The 40s will suck.
he's got a small mustache and a dream, and he's gonna make it a reality.
By God.
This is what happens when
That's
people
how-
go into their second career choice.
That's how a certain book of like his dream starts. Small mustache and a dream.
Failed first career choices lead to invasions of Poland. Yeah, we'll have to see with Clayfus.
Clayfus.
Old
Oh,
Irvin
Clayfus.
Clayfus. Well, we have
Beautiful.
Lanterns. Lanterns has had a storied, complex story where apparently people sharing leaks or even talking about the leaks has gotten their channels taken down
Yeah.
or
Oh, boy.
attacked in some way or
Dear
another.
God.
I'm going to be honest. They seem to be, so the gimmick is they seem to be trying to do Lanterns as a gritty, like, detective story, like True Detective.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that works for a bright green guy from space who uses his mind to create giant hammers to hit people.
I cannot tell you how much I hated this.
So, Ross, do you love Lanterns trailer?
No. God, it's such a stupid idea. Whoever's idea this was, like, well, people still talk about season 1 of True Detective, right? And it's like, well, what if it's Green Lantern? They are space police. What are we doing? Why are they investigating a shooting with regular guns in, like, Texas? What's
Because
happening?
it's a police procedural. They just
No,
happen to
I
have
hate
power
this. I hate the way it is so stupid. It looks bad. The characters look stupid, sound stupid. The only reason I know anything about Green Lantern is the cartoon in like the early thousands, right? That's the only thing. That's all I know. And this irritates me on a base level. This show looks so irritating and so up its own ass. And why the fuck does the Green Lantern have a suit made of material? That's not how that works.
No, it's light. Yeah.
Oh my god. What asshole? I know what asshole, but the guy, like, the one we all know that wrote this and produced this is a fucking asshole. This looks like crap.
You know, your joke about it connected with True Detective, I was like, yeah, you know what you want to do? You want to take Bozo the Clown and recontextualize his story in terms of Schindler's List,
Yeah, I mean, like,
where he
What a
makes a list trying to save the kids.
trying to. It's Bozo the Clown, but he's trying to save the kids from that intense British pedophile.
He's a tortured industrialist who's really trying to get those kids to safety. And it's like, why do we have to? Green Lanterns is a silly concept.
Yes.
Do we really need to try and gritty? Like, this is the same problem that you had with the original X-Men, where it's like the outfits are too silly. Let's all put them in leather suits.
Yeah.
I famously he said that the green is too silly, the director
Yeah.
or whatever. Like it wasn't believable. It's like it's a superhero.
Yeah. A superhero who, like, they are literally a unit of police, like space police. There's like 4 of them in there, like 4 different, like, there's the red ones and the yellow ones and the green one. What are we doing? Like,
There's like pink and purple and blue as well.
There's
just
a lot.
lean into it.
Yeah.
Just lean into it. It's fine. Like, people like that. I know it's hard to believe, but people like when you lean into it. I mean, listen, not that these are the same things. However, Deadpool wasn't made as a character in film for a while, right? And for a reason. Like, they thought it was hard.
He's a
And then they found somebody who would lean into it, and it worked. Do that. I'm not saying that it'll be the biggest show ever. Like, but
if you believe it makes sense, the audience believes it makes sense.
Yes, like, A, have reasonable expectations, and B, lean into the thing that makes, like, why did people like Green Lantern? Why was this a comic book that has stood the test of time to the point where we are now scrounging around looking for something to make money with, and we pull up Green Lanterns and go like, well, that could make money. Like, well, it didn't make money because it was silly. It made money because it needs to be like True Detective. Like, what? Stop.
Look forward to the HBO show about Martian Manhunter, but instead it's Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh my god!
Everybody has AIDS.
No country for old lanterns. Like, cool. All right.
Can we stop hiring directors who don't love the source material and who don't understand it to begin with? Can we
do it more?
Just stop doing that.
You're asking too much.
The answer is banish Damon Lindelof from anywhere in Hollywood. That's the answer.
Throw him out a window and then drive really quickly. Maybe he'll find his way back. Maybe he won't, but at least we won't have lanterns.
So
it just seems to me, as we've been talking, that every time we run into something of this nature where the director feels that they have to change the source material, otherwise the audience won't get it, or he thinks it's stupid, or insert stupid reason here, etc., that we have a problem with the director themselves. Not with the content, with the director. The director doesn't get it. The director can't figure out how to make his movie because there's not a dog in it that he can latch on to. You know what I mean? It just is so stupid that we're getting all of these movies that nobody
at their
likes.
Heart, they're narcissists, and it's more about them than it is the source material.
Yeah.
And that goes with all of these shows we had problems with. That goes with The Witcher. It was more about the message and the director and what they wanted to do than it had anything to do with source material. Notoriously, they said behind the scenes that they hated the original source material.
Yeah.
Okay, then don't make it.
And that was the person who was exactly the wrong person to hire for the job. Now, obviously, you're going to have a balancing act here, because if you get someone who is so nerdy that they have to shoehorn in every little thing the original author did because he can't bear to have something cut, then you risk running off into the other direction where you just don't get your movie made, or there's too much content, aka Doomsday. There are just too many people.
We could keep going down the rabbit hole of exceptions. I'm more than happy to have that as a problem than the problem we currently have. Sure. If the problem is he's staying too true to the source material, as opposed to I don't care about the source material, I'll pick the other one. But in reality, we get deliberate efforts. And it's not even just intentional personal director. They make deliberate efforts to cast people who don't care about the source material and then are deliberately told to not read it because they want to divorce it from. These aren't IPs that they're getting a hold of that have any intention of creating fun things for classic fans of the IPs. They are using these IPs for name recognition to create a show they want to make. It has nothing to do with what the source material is. There was a time when, as nerds, we used to beg for something within the realm of comic books or nerdy anything. The fact that we got a Daredevil movie at all was just exciting for us. It's like, who cares that Michael Clark Duncan is Kingpin? Awesome. But now it's like, they're gonna ruin it. I'd rather they didn't. I'd rather they just not try. Because if trying means they're going to ruin everything I love, then let's just not. I'll sit at home with my comics and I'll read them again. I don't have to be exposed to your garbage every time you do this. And especially when it's not even just don't like the source material, have a weird, deep vitriol for the content. Like they actively hate it. And it's like, what? Who made this decision? Well, these decisions were made by higher ups that the source material doesn't make sense to them, and so they just secretly in the background decide that they want to change it because political plans or ideology, or I want to insert messaging of some purpose or another. Or in my head, I think I really like True Detective, and they won't make me make a new season of True Detective, so I'm just going to get the job of Lanterns and make True Detective. It's like, what are we doing? What exactly is the plan here? It's an absurd stupidity, and we've gone down this road over and over and over again. And now we're going to approach another piece of content that horrifically dishonors the source material with Rings of Power 3, which I'm so excited that we're going to season 3 because you all hated me for forcing you to see the first 2.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Silver's so happy. Rings of Power season 3 is on its way, and we have a trailer, and we are going to desperately walk our way around that copyright. Let's all gather around, children, and get excited for Hot Sauron, the sexy Sauron.
Hot Sauron action.
Hot Sauron action. Rated X for exciting. Hey everybody, it's Mordor, created from a Rube Goldberg mousetrap machine by an old man. Not a land corrupted by evil. It was created in a silly fashion. It's more exciting when evil corrupts the land than some guy put a sword in a rock and then create a cataclysmic event where a volcano erupts. That was really stupid. But anyway.
The reverse sword in the stone, if you will.
The reverse sword in the stone. Here we are. Here we are to see Mordor. Sweet, everybody. Looks like we're forging things. And objects that you might be familiar with.
Maybe.
Ooh. Sexy elf dance. Here's Morphin Clark, Stinkface. Who's just
thank goodness.
angry all the time. She's a good representation of women and elves, and Silver likes her.
My idol, honestly.
She hates everything and is angry at everybody. And then they all just cater to her. It looks like the Dark Lord's making stuff. We got bats. I think they're birds. I think they're evil birds. They're just black birds.
Oh, good.
One ring.
So now we have our elf-aligned orc character. That's right. Apparently has a name in the show. And he is telling them Sauron's evil secret plan of creating one ring to rule the other rings, which I don't know how he knows this.
Well, he was first Sauron's drinking buddy, and Sauron couldn't help but tell him when he was drunk that he was going to do this Ring of Power thing, and he just wasn't down with that. He's like, there's been just too many Dark Lords. I gotta call it here, and then he went off to find the elves.
Honestly though, how does Sauron how does this guy know Sauron's evil secret plan to give out rings of power to a bunch of different people so that he can bring the realms under his command over the One Ring? How in
Maybe he's a double agent.
Yeah, he was a plant.
you
There we
really
go.
think that they created this where he's leaking the information for Sauron's purposes?
Rhett, this show is retarded enough. I imagine
Ross?
they think that's smart. Yes.
Ross, I'm going to have to ask you, honestly,
Mhm.
stop checking out and deal with this retardedness in a serious fashion.
But
No,
That
don't
is-
unplug. Don't unplug.
no, that is a serious. Rhett, I've watched the first 2 seasons. It's that dumb. I'm being a slight smartass, but this show is that fucking stupid.
Treat it like this is potentially good.
I am treating it the way it wants to be treated. Dumb. It's dumb.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened here.
Oh.
Right? We all know Sauron's incredibly hot.
Uh-huh.
That guy's a pervert. He listened.
He's spying on Sauron in his bedroom.
My
Look at him.
God.
Look at his face. He's a peeping Tom, and he's like, "Oh, hot Sauron. Wait a minute, the rings."
What
Sauron
news from
walks
Mordor,
around-
my lord?
Not wearing anything but his uncomfortable crown.
Dear God.
There's a lot of pokey bits in Mordor. I wouldn't recommend exposed flesh very often.
No, certainly not dangly bits of flesh either.
There are a lot of stabby outfits.
Yeah, just like design features in the buildings. It's bad. It's a bad idea.
Oh, we have our elf with the fade because they have efficient razors.
The
still.
one fade.
Shit.
One fade to rule them all.
To rule.
Morph is really sad. That's too bad.
I couldn't tell, to be honest with you.
Are you finally grieving your husband? That you just dropped the bomb on that?
Maybe she's still going through therapy because she had to sword fight and it made her really stressed out. Remember that?
Yes.
You remember her? Rhett remembers.
Unfortunately, I remember.
Rhett never forgets. Oh, look, the Nazgul, everybody.
Oh, good.
Why? Hey, why now? When?
Well, the
When
timeline
this?
is all messed up, Ross. The timeline is all messed because
Boy,
they
I
should have
sure wish I
already
could've-
like he didn't give out the rings. Now they're already
No.
Nazgul.
Yeah. I wish I could have seen these human kingdoms they were supposed to be in charge of, but well, oh well.
What do you think the odds are that one of the Nazgul is a black woman?
0, because that would make her evil, and we can't have bad guys.
Yeah,
that are-
yeah, minorities can be evil. It's okay now.
I want it
When
to
did they
be.
change that rule?
The odds are like there's so many of them. The odds that
Well-
one of them's going to be evil.
She's the misunderstood one.
Oh, maybe she tries to change things.
She was abused by men in the
She-
past, and she got the ring for intending to be good, but it corrupted her.
They told her, "You can't be a king of men. First of all, you're not a man."
Who says I can't? Well, that she could be a king of men, but not a man, because king can be sex neutral.
Yes.
Because
It can?
apparently,
Oh.
it's like actor and actress. I still use actress, but they're like, no, they're all actors now. It's like, oh, I'm going to use the gendered version. I'm not going to play that game with you guys. It's still actor and actress. It's fine. They're hiding. There's Don Lemon again. Shouldn't he be in prison? He was charged.
They let him out for this movie. They couldn't wait.
He suddenly has armies. We have the. Oh boy! Hey, look, it's Grand Elf, Gandalf.
Gandalf.
'Cause of
He's
Gan.
looking okay.
He still looks confused.
Tom Bombadil, what the heck?
Tom Bombadil.
Ew, gross.
Ooh, even bigger and more money spent.
God.
Oh, sweet.
Go
Monsters.
kill. Death might well be the price of saving it.
Apparently the Harfoots are not in this. They've completely...
Thank God.
They are going west, and they're gone now.
Thank God. That was some of the most irritating bits of the last season.
No, we need homeless, poor dirt people. With their quirkiness. And it was like, everybody hates this, dude.
No, it's so bad.
I don't know why we're still forging ahead with this show. Everybody hated season 1 and 2.
I mean, didn't it do? Was it 40% or 60% less season
season
2
one.
Yeah, it
did
was
than
like a
the previous
60%
season?
drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we'll pull the nose up. It's fine.
Famously hated season 1. Do you remember the only reason why boats float as they look up? You remember that?
Ugh.
And rocks
Yeah.
sink because they look
Heartburn.
down with their eyeballs?
Yeah.
I did remember.
So how do
Thank you, Brad.
birds fly? Because they look up too. So they're always looking up at the sun. Is that
They,
why don't
birds
they run
do
into trees more
backstroke.
often?
Don't you know that?
Yeah. Birds are racist. They look down on everyone.
Then why don't they crash into the ground?
Racists fly. On the wings of their bigotry.
On the wings of an angel holding a very specific symbol.
Yeah. One we shall not speak of. Much
Oh,
like
I love
Voldemort's
that
name.
song. I could be more racist than an eagle.
The racist beneath my wings fly. All right. We're avoiding talking about this terrible show. Lots of writing and drama music. Here's Morphid being really angry and aggressive. Like is her wont. And she's shocked because guess who she finds? The husband we never talked about,
Nope.
but is super alive and apparently was
Didn't even
prisoner.
know existed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Who was super important to the Second Age and was everywhere. And would have led armies instead of her because she wasn't a commander of the North. Anyway.
We were told he was just straight up dead,
Yeah.
and all of our reactions were, wait a minute.
How's
He's
that work?
alive, though.
I've seen him in film.
At this point, she has children in the Second Age.
Is she abandoned?
Ooh, big battles that don't make any sense with a catapult that pulls instead of pushes.
Ugh.
Remember that? Remember the plan to pull the wall down was to literally stick an arrow in it and then pull the wall down?
Pull the chunks of wall out one at a time.
That's not a clever piece of siege machinery. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're better just creating impact. And everybody was
Yeah.
confused when that piece of equipment showed up.
God, it's supposed to be one of like the great battles of their time, and it's stupid.
Just the battles were so immense that the armies in Lord of the Rings were like vanguard compared to the immense armies that existed during this time. They were tiny compared to the armies that existed in the Second Age. This is like men at their peak.
No, they're just grub people.
That armor still doesn't look good.
Nope. Still looks like shite.
Yeah. A lot of drama music. See, this is where she gets her tan. Because they're leaving the mountain.
Yeah.
We weren't racist, we just didn't understand the context.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's Elrond. He's
Yeah.
very concerned, baby Elrond.
Does he have Tourette's in this one too, or?
I hope so.
Maybe
I was
I'd
really
like that
put
a lot
off when he
better.
kept yelling the N-word.
You know,
It made sense, but
really, I liked it better.
it added some chaos to the second season.
I'm so sad that actor is associated with this just trash.
There are a lot of actors that are unfortunately associated with this show. Hey, look, it's a Nazgul.
That makes sense. The timing's right for that.
Yeah. Them and their awkward hats. Score. We're gonna get dwarf stuff, which is the only thing I
quick
care
question.
about. Yes.
Why would you, a dwarf, make a handle sized for not you, a dwarf? Just a question. Anyway.
It's funny because it's big.
Makes you feel like a big boy.
It makes him feel like a big man. Like the adults. Don't you want to be like the big boys? He's like, I do.
No.
He wants to dunk, but he can't.
Here's our favorite character. I remember when she woke up the Balrog single-handedly to bring about the destruction of her realm.
Remember when they sang
yeah.
at the rocks?
Well,
Yeah, no,
because she found that rock and she dropped it, and it rolled 5 feet away from the busiest part of their kingdom into an area where apparently nobody wanders, and suddenly there's a Balrog, and it's like, wait a minute. They could have.
I haven't even started delving. I mean, seriously.
They could have. Whoopsie! I dropped my. That's how you. He was so. He would have woken up from the noise from the market, let alone her stupid rock falling. Anyway.
Boy, we have this market set up in a really unknown, dangerous place, huh?
Yeah,
The
she's the
Balrog
reason.
woke up from them singing at the rocks. They're like, oh, what is that?
Oh, by the way, everybody,
Stop singing.
if you haven't seen the article, Simon Pegg is playing the Balrog.
Ugh,
It's
Yeah.
you
true.
just had to
another-
remind me of that.
I don't-
Unfortunate actor associated with this.
I'm not upset that a Balrog can speak. I just don't think he should speak. Is the problem?
Nope. Wouldn't
No
he find
Balrog.
all of these beings beneath him in every sense of the way? Like, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Can we just get Benedict
just-
Cumberbatch back? Like, who thinks that
Yeah.
Simon Pegg's voice is the right one for a Balrog?
Well, not me. I'll tell you that.
Can
I
Benedict
sure hope
Cumberbatch
that
come back
Khan-
and then the Balrog goes Khan, and then we're like, this is better than Simon Pegg. I'm sorry, Silver. I spoke over you. What was that?
I was just saying, I sure hope it sounds like him and Shaun of the Dead, but on a Balrog.
Yeah.
They're zombies!
Decisions, everybody. These are good decisions. I think they thought everybody was going to be excited that Simon Pegg was the Balrog. Simon Pegg, everybody likes him. In terms of comedy,
Yeah.
everybody,
The
Elijah
Balrog
Wood is
be
playing
the
the voice of Darth Vader.
light and friendly version.
Why? Why would Elijah Wood play the voice of Darth Vader? It doesn't make sense. Oh, look, a Mumakil. Briefly. I hope
Yeah.
it dies of disease this time as well. Here's the trusted orc companion. I hope he has a
There's
family.
a buddy.
Yeah. I hope he has a relatable family and children. Do orcs not hug their babies too? I'll still kill their families.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I will stab an orc baby. I feel nothing.
The Dark Lord. We have to stop him.
Yeah. You know what? That's weirdly more accurate as a helmet when it comes to the drawings of Tolkien.
Yeah.
So it's better.
That's one thing.
Morphet doing absurd moves and twirls and backstabbing.
The shadow.
Oh, here's oh, they're making out. Are we gonna get
Gotta have
gratuitous sex scene in a Rings of Power episode?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
That's just Tolkien would want.
Gross.
Man with beard. Oh, there's an eagle. They're doing all of the things.
How would
Nazgul.
Where's the end?
you
We're
like
Where's
it?
the female end?
Why don't you love us?
You can wear the skin of someone I like or even love, but that doesn't make you my mother.
No, it means that you're the one that killed her. And why would I love you at that point?
Oh, it's the hammer. Oh, it's the hammer.
That hammer has a lot to answer for.
It does. I have a secret to reveal here in a second. Ring, everybody.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Is your secret that you have a button and you
No.
can press it and it will erase seasons 1, 2, and 3? I would love that.
So I can tell that none of you read that article I shared, because if you read that article, you would learn some bit of interesting information.
When on earth did
I
you
didn't
share
see
an
that you shared
article?
an article.
It was in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, so Simon Pegg's Balrog works with Sauron to make the
No.
rings. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, to make the One Ring. Or works on it, yeah.
Is he
that's
holding
really
like a
dumb.
tiny pair of tongs as
No,
he's
no,
hammering
Sauron
it
doesn't
out?
make the rings alone. He works with the Balrog. Which doesn't make any sense.
yeah, Sauron, the one who's famous for sharing power and glory. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
No, he needs a Balrog because of
Balrog's just
fire.
like, no, you gotta temper it more.
The magic fire. Everybody. I have seen pictures of Gandalf finally wearing the hat, so get excited for that.
Oh, I sure hope he finds it in some stupid way.
It just blows in from.
We're going to
from
spend
somewhere and he picks it up.
the entire season Gandalf explaining how he got his hat.
Yeah, he's gonna like, I don't know, come across like all the dead Harfoots and he's gonna pick it up and go on his way.
He weaves the hair from their dead scalps into a hat. That's why it's gray.
No, weaves the hair from their dead, gross hobbit feet. Makes his hat.
Just a bunch of shorn hobbit feet. Harfoots. They can't legally use the name Hobbit, Silver. Harfoots. A made-up term that didn't exist. Anyway.
Oh my god.
It's pretty exciting. Well, look forward to in abortion of Tolkien's vision. He wouldn't have liked Peter Jackson's movies. He would have vomited watching Rings of Power.
Have they installed that generator over his grave yet?
Well, they should get on that.
So, as a tease to Ross, before he starts to talk about this topic, because he's super excited about it, apparently someone has already worked on a mod for Cortana to make her not as Uggo in the new Halo Combat
To make her not
Evolved.
look like Germa, the streamer Germa.
So, Ross,
awesome.
Halo Combat Evolved is out. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I've not played it because it's not on Game Pass yet. But I have watched the cutscenes, at least for the first while of the game, like up until like the first level and a half, plus all the prequel stuff that's in it. It looks really dumb. So the reviews that I've heard from people like that aren't just blatantly trying to like either paid or just cope or hope or whatever is it's not very stable if you want to play co-op with your friends, which is a good thing. That's smart. Make sure that's not done by the time you release. It's a good sign. The cutscenes that I've seen of the prequel missions look like shit. They look so bad. The animation was done horribly. There is a new character in it, a human character.
Everybody's favorite new character?
Yeah, I think so. Well, because the mission starts, you have Master Chief, big win. You have Sergeant Johnson, voiced by not Sergeant Johnson. Cool. And now you have this new character who is a sassy, kind of girl bossy, bitchy lady, and she doesn't
what
look like
Halo
Chief.
was missing.
Oh, she
Yeah,
mocks
you
Master
know.
Chief and implies that she's just as tough as he is.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Yeah, despite the fact he could bust her head like a grape, but yeah,
I love it when we have just horrifically portrayed women, because you always get Silver going like, can we just not make every woman insufferable and everything?
No.
That's what I'm here for.
Can we just have normal girls that aren't just crazy and...
But yeah, so now you can play Halo Combat Evolved for the third time in its, I don't want to say its worst iteration, but certainly its second worst iteration. And pay money for it for the pleasure of a Unreal Engine 5 worse AI. I don't know if I'd say worse visuals, but certainly worse art style and art direction. And just a worst game overall. I mean, there's nothing about this game that appeals to me as a Halo fan, as someone who loved the crap out of Halo from the time I was 12 years old till the time I played Halo 4. I loved Halo. Theoretically, I'm a target audience, right? Like, it's not just for new people. Like, they want to bring me back. This doesn't want to bring me back. We're doing this again? This is so pathetic. Rhett and I were talking, before the show, and it wouldn't be so bad if this was a smaller project that they had lined up ready to go to kind of feed the crowd in between releases of mainline Halo games. That would be so much more acceptable. But we are at year 5? Infinite came out in 21 or 20, I think 21. Anyway, we're at year 5 since the last game came out, and this is the thing you bring out? This is Halo's back, baby, with a third version of Halo Combat Evolved? Really? With horrible, just dog shit prequel missions, with some of the most embarrassing monologues in the cutscenes I've ever seen. Listen, people made fun of Halo back in the day, thinking it's like corny or whatever. If only they knew what was coming down the line. Just such trash. I can't believe they've redone the voice acting. Why? Just use the old voice lines from the old game. Oh, was it not high res enough? I'm sure that's the excuse you used. So now we have worse voice acting in a game that has just UE5 garbage all over it. I'm so sick of this. And you have all these garbage ass YouTubers and Twitter users, like these people who, I don't know if it's copium, or just getting paid, but every time something comes out with Halo, whether it's an update for Infinite or whether it's when Infinite was coming out, Halo 5, all the way back to Halo 4. At least with Halo 4 it makes sense. I get why people were trying to be excited for that. That's fair. But after that, what the fuck are we doing? These games suck. They're not good. They don't do anything good with the world. They diminish shit. They diminish the story of Master Chief every single time we have a new outing. When Halo Infinite is the best thing 343 could make, that is bad. Halo Infinite couldn't sniff the shoes of Combat Evolved, and Combat Evolved was made in a dead rush in 9 months, 6 months? I mean, what are we doing? It's just the most embarrassing way to handle a franchise I've ever seen. The only thing that could top it was, at least as far as the Microsoft side of the house, was Gears of War. But at least Gears of War has, E-Day looks promising. We'll see in October. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out, but it looks great. They are doing all the right things so far. There's a couple of red flags, but nothing that hasn't already been in Gears of War. Even in the good old days when it was still Epic Games making it. Fine.
Ross, can you read this, a bit of this article for me?
Let me blow up my... Halo Campaign Evolved has saved the franchise. It's that exceptional. It proves the series is ready to be Xbox's golden child again. No, it's not. Do you know why? So let's see, 5 years. So from the time Halo 1 came out in 2001, November, in 5 years they had made Halo 2, which made Xbox Live on the original Xbox. That was it was the proof of concept for it working. It made skill-based matchmaking a thing, at least on console. All right, so they did that, and they were well on the way to having developed and almost they were a year away from release of Halo 3 in 5 years. That's what they could do in 5 years, 20 years ago. What is this? This is what Halo Studios, formerly known as 343 Industries, that's what they could do in 5 years is a fucking remake? A remake of a 25-year-old game? Are we kidding? What are we doing here? And they have to fall back on this. Do you know why? Because every time they've tried to make their own story, they either make it too convoluted and you have to read all the goddamn comic books and books that have progressively gotten worse over the years, or they have a story, have something. Well, this is what we're going to shoot for in the next game, and then the next game comes out, they completely wiped it all off the board and started with something new. They did this every single time they released a game. 4 did not 4 was its own new story. 5 did not continue the story from 4. It was a whole new thing. Okay, so then from 5 to Infinite, well, they didn't carry the story over from 5 to Infinite. Like, they are the most, honest to God, I mean, people talk about a lot of different developers out there that are just garbage and aren't good stewards of their own product. Halo Studios, formerly known as 343, and I'll just call them 343, 343 are probably the most embarrassing, god-awful stewards of a franchise I've ever seen. They top the Coalition by a lot. And that's, like, the Coalition has done some embarrassing things to Gears of War. They can't even touch 343 Industries. 343 Industries has just pissed all over Halo, beaten the crap out of it in public, and then shot it in the head. And we're expected to be happy when they release something new. Why? You pulled some offal out of the corpse that was Halo and are serving it to us on. I don't care what you've slathered on it. Like, this is garbage. I'm so tired of having to pretend to be excited over a remake. A remake of a game that's already been re-released twice. What are we doing?
It just shows that they are creatively bankrupt. They have no one over there who is creative at all. And it sounds like their teams can't put together a game to save their life. They need to go off of some of the work of other people in order to even create anything.
No, I mean, I don't know about creatively bankrupt. They kept making up new stories. They just weren't good and weren't connecting with people.
At all.
They kept trying.
And
it just wasn't working.
I mean, and it's funny because there are people who are, I don't want to call them new Halo fans. They might be people who just stuck it out, have like thugged it out, and have remained Halo fans somehow. But I'll just refer to them, just for simplicity, as new Halo fans, the new fans.
Oh.
Like, they talk about, like, oh, well, it just integrates so much better with, like, the books and the comics and all the stuff outside of the games. Yeah, there's a reason why Bungie fucking hated the books, despite the fact that the books often use stuff that had been kind of left, had been talked about or talked about in the design or early story workups and all this kind of stuff. But that Bungie left behind for a reason. And the reason is, it gets overly fucking complicated. And sometimes I don't need to know all the lore behind a character or two. Like, it's fun. I don't need to, like, despite the fact I like knowing the background of Master Chief and how he got there and all that stuff, it doesn't really affect how good the game plays. It doesn't. It doesn't affect how good the story is on its own. And that is the legitimate reason why Bungie left that shit in the dust and they didn't like the books. Because it's irritating to them. And I get it. I mean, of all the artsy-fartsy attitudes to have, that's one I understand. I mean, Microsoft was just trying to sell some ancillary stuff to make money. And they felt it was interfering with what they wanted to do. And I get it. And if 343's tenure in Halo has not proven how bad of an idea that is, I don't know what does. Because it does. Even the one game that, granted, wasn't made by 343, but Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2, specifically 2, people really liked the story in that. And Infinite sort of carries over the story from that, but not really. And not in any way that you could understand if you hadn't played Halo Wars 2. And even if you had, there's questions that they don't answer. Anyway, I could rant forever, but This looks bad. Nothing about this looks good. I'll play it when I can on Game Pass, but it's there's nothing about this that appeals at all.
Here, let me read a little bit. The road to Halo campaign Evolved has been riddled with anxiety for me, as the last few games from Halo Studios haven't blown me away like a Breaking Benjamin song. However, I'm happy to report that Halo Combat Evolved is almost everything I'd hoped it would be. In fact, it might be more.
Ugh.
Halo Studios is still struggling to make its own Halo game, but it's getting there. Are we going to settle for it's getting there?
Still, by the way, just to emphasize, and this is all I'll say, you can continue. Still struggling. We are on year 15 of Halo Studios, 343 Industries, having this franchise. At least year 14. And we're still struggling? What are we doing?
And this as a lifelong Halo fan, I can confidently say that Halo Studios did an excellent job with this remake. If this is the standard going forward, Halo might well and truly be back. And I'm already hungry for a remake of Halo 2 next.
Oh, God.
The main game was exceptional, and the remix mode adds so much replay value for both single-player and multiplayer playthroughs. It was only the prequel missions that I found to be a tad disappointing, but I wouldn't go so far as to say they were bad or unenjoyable. I just wish there was a little bit more. In many ways, I still think it's a shame that we had to go all the way back to the beginning to get a truly excellent Halo game. But Halo Combat Evolved does give me hope for the future of this franchise.
By the way, the prequel missions
9 out
could
of
have been
10.
better, but it's not. Oh my God! But it's not because they're bad. It's just because they're short. How does that make any sense?
We didn't get enough.
On what? Yeah. Oh, is that you didn't get enough of the bad? If there was more of it, you maybe would have liked it. That makes no sense. Ugh.
The more crap I eat, the more I get used to it.
Yeah, the more I'll learn to love it.
Oh boy, so much to talk about, so little time. I think I've got a hankering for a toilet.
New stuff online. This is the Distracted Gamers. Connecting now.
It's me, the news dump of the podcast that is the Distracted Gamers.
It's a him. The news.
Travel back in time, everybody, to a conversation we had before. Hey, the Odyssey came out and it did really well. It looks like it's still doing well. Doesn't make it a good movie.
Yay! Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, if you enjoy it, great. I do not like it.
I have so little interest.
It looks like it's
Everything
still
about it
doing
looks bad.
strong. IMAX is still driving 58% of Odyssey's second week.
God damn.
I told you it's all premium money. It's not volume, it's premium.
Boy,
From
that
what
really...
I've heard, the reactions to the movie, it's pretty much what we were talking about before, where everyone is blown away by the spectacle, and very few people are actually delving down into what the story is actually about and realizing that it's actually a terrible adaptation of the Odyssey. They're just being blown away by the spectacle, and that's it.
Well, and
they're all going surface deep, and that's enough for them.
Not to reiterate the conversation we had before. But yes, if you were a fan of the original, like the Odyssey book, you're going to hate it. Most people I've seen, that basically they hate it more the more they think about it and talk about it. Because if you think about the plot, you talk about it, you go through it, you start to go, oh, that doesn't make sense. That's kind of dumb. But if pretty lights and, cool special effects. I mean, honestly, I'm starting to sour on Christopher Nolan as a good director. He has a constant problem with audio that he seems to refuse to fix. Where the big noises are too big and the talking is too quiet. And apparently a lot of that problem is related to how he records, because he apparently just hates ADR So everything has to be
Oh.
in screen or on screen. So everybody sounds like they're whispering or too quiet, and then the music is too loud, and his audio mixing is just trash. For somebody who's just blown repeatedly is some of the greatest directors of all time, his audio is terrible. And his how he records action is also trash. He is not as great a director as people make him out to be. He needs to fix his audio problem, because in the past it was funny and now it's just embarrassingly bad. Because he doesn't want to re-record. He also has this weird. There was a story I heard about him talking to Edward from Twilight.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
And Robert Pattinson asked him a question about his character and how he should play it. And notoriously, Christopher Nolan is not a actor director where he works with the actors and what he wants and everything. And you saw that with his conversation, because apparently he told Robert Pattinson that basically that's your job. My job is to direct. So it's almost like, well, you're an actor, that's your job. So no input on how he should play the character, how he should play it. And we actually heard from Lapita that Christopher Nolan gave them a lot of leeway in how to interpret their characters, which is why I think we get that message. He does not talk to them very often about what they should do with their characters. They just do it, which is why with Tom Holland, he's like, I thought my character was 16, so I tried to play him younger, and I guess I was wrong. Because he never explained it. Because Christopher Nolan's bad. He's bad at directing. At least directing actors. Yeah. And that explains a lot of problems you see in his films. It's just like, well, just play him how you want to, whatever. Stay out of my way.
Yeah.
And
he's more interested in the spectacle. He has no desire to do anything about anything else.
Well, and here's the
dialogue.
Here's another problem.
It doesn't affect the.
Well, here's another problem with the Odyssey. When you film the Odyssey, so they filmed in IMAX. IMAX cameras are incredibly loud. And if he's giving them no direction as to speak up, and the cameras are running, and apparently they can only run it for 3 minutes at a time before they go out of film because of how expensive it is. So they're really loud, and they can only do it in 3-minute stints, which might explain why he doesn't do a lot of reshoots of scenes, because they're just burning IMAX film at that point. That explains a lot of problems. Look, if you like the Odyssey, great. I hate the Odyssey. I hate it. You know, I notoriously, my least favorite movie is Avatar. I hate that movie with a passion. It might become the Odyssey. It might be my least favorite movie of all time. The movie I hate so much, I would actively destroy any copies to prevent other people from seeing it. But it's doing well. And you're like, well, you're just, you don't understand real art. I've got so many of those. You know who's more insufferable than Zack Snyder bros? Are the Nolan fanboys, because they will do anything to argue in Nolan's favor. People saying mildly negative things online will be jumped on and attacked by people who love Nolan. You don't understand real art. You don't get it. And it's like, at what point is this an argument? By the way, it's a logical fallacy to reduce it to attacks, personal attacks, because that's not an argument. That's not the movie's good or whatever. It's just, well, you're stupid. That's a bad argument. That's not defending your guy. That's just attacking people for disagreeing with you.
Oh.
Ad hominem attacks is a logical fallacy, by the way. Secondly, a lot of people seem to not agree with you. And it seems long term, even though people are going out to see this big visual experience, it's not resulting in a huge amount of positive feedback down the line. But once again, this movie is going to be whatever you want it to be. If you love the Odyssey, you're going to love it. if you are going to hate what they've done to a classic story and think that the Odyssey at its core is an anti-war film, then you're going to hate it. And there are people out there that hate this film. They just do. Me being one of them. But it seems to be doing successful coming into its second week. One thing with Christopher Nolan movies, they usually have long legs and they go on for a while. So we'll see if it reaches its 1 billion. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I don't usually make predictions, but it might. It might.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's good.
No.
But we're living in Nolan's world. He's taken the protagonist status from me.
Bastard.
People on the internet started tweeting at Elon Musk, who's been very vocal about his hatred for the Odyssey. And somebody pointed out, all we need is for Elon Musk to give Mel Gibson $100 million to make another adaptation, which Elon Musk responded with, I'm in. So I don't know if that's a confirmation we're going to get a Mel Gibson version of the Odyssey with Elon Musk funding. But post that, we actually had a comment. This is horribly formatted, but Musk actually commented after that by the end of the year, he is going to use Grok to make an entirely accurate Odyssey film using Grok. So look forward to our new AI movie. And look, using AI, I don't know if he's going to win over a bunch of people. It's a gimmick to advertise how amazing Grok is, I'm sure. But imagine how hilarious it would be if the movie was really good, because that would just put the fear of God into everybody in Hollywood. Actors, producers, directors, people who work on costumes, everybody down the line would suddenly panic that the Odyssey that Elon Musk made is more popular than Christopher Nolan's. I mean, that would make me giggle. And you're like, well, what about, the film industry? Aren't you afraid that what that'll do to it? And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Nah, sight.
I'm okay with the direction we're going. Well, Ross, we have unfortunately gone down the rabbit hole with so we have been shotgun blast to the face with constant articles of people talking about how, because the Odyssey's doing well, that means that get woke, go broke is a myth. That it's not true, and we have just destroyed the chuds.
Oh.
And you might go, oh, well, this must be the Vanity Fair article. How about The Guardian with get woke, get rich, why right-wing hate campaigns don't affect the box office. Here's the problem with marching around and declaring victory, because a lot of people have been talking about the Odyssey successes like Hollywood's back. Hollywood has returned. They are the new age of movies is back, and it sounds like it's being hyperbolic, but the internet is aflood with these articles. That it is an absurd amount of articles declaring that basically Hollywood has returned and Get Woke, Go Broke is dead. And first of all, when we complained that the Odyssey was woke, you said no, it isn't, and now you're saying it is woke and it's doing really well. So screw you. Is that the response to all of this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Regardless, let me at least contextualize this for people who seem to be slow. One successful film does not make up for the last few dozen failures.
Not in any way.
That does not suddenly make Hollywood success again. That does not mean that Supergirl didn't do poorly, and Superman didn't do poorly, and Black Adam didn't do poorly, and The Flash didn't do poorly. So on, and Indiana Jones and Star Trek, Star Wars, and Mandalorian and Grogu, and so on and so forth. Like, one financially successful film does not mean the fortunes of Hollywood have been reversed and suddenly things are looking up and the chuds have been destroyed and we have taken back our role as creating woke movies can be financially successful. Did we not have Supergirl 5 minutes ago? Did everybody not reject that film as being some girl boss garbage that nobody wanted to see?
No, but that's different. It's just because they hate women or something.
Well, if I hated women, if we hated women, why did we see the Odyssey?
Why am I here?
Yeah, why Silver here? It's because I hate her and she doesn't know.
Oh.
No.
Keep your enemies close, right?
Well, I don't know why they seem to think that somehow this has changed the fortunes of Hollywood, and it hasn't. Christopher Nolan is a popular filmmaker, and people will show up for a Christopher Nolan film. They showed up for Oppenheimer, and people that were blown away by the IMAX of the Odyssey are saying it's a blown away experience and you got to see it. And then people are going to go see the Odyssey because they're all being told it blows you away in IMAX. That also doesn't mean that huge numbers are seeing it because it seems most of the numbers are coming from IMAX. So they might be earning lots of money, but with less people because they're paying premium ticket prices. Regardless, we got into the numbers last week. You might go, oh, well, Rotten Tomatoes, it's got like a 90 whatever. And it's like, The Woman King has a 90 whatever rating. Like that doesn't mean anything. And everybody hated that movie. And we went over the Metacritic score, where the average Metacritic score across multiple platforms places it about 50-something%. Which makes more sense. Is it going to do well financially? Well, it is. It's doing well.
Yeah.
Will it get to $1 billion?
Seems to.
I don't know. Does that mean it's good? Does financial success ever mean a movie is good? Ever? Has that ever been a measure for quality?
No,
But,
I mean,
yeah,
not in and of
It
itself.
means it's
certainly.
popular.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's a good movie.
Right.
And the thing is, we're not even at the end of its run. I mean, it
No.
could fall off a cliff, theoretically, or do pretty well, but still not. Like, there is a possibility it doesn't make its budget back. I mean, like, with once you take the 50% cut and, like, all that. Like, there is that possibility. I don't think so. I think this movie will make money. But, like, the game ain't over yet. Like, quit cheering. We don't know what's going to happen. Like, I will take it that it is going to be a success, because, I mean, whatever. At least financially, right? But,
Yeah.
like you said, like, when has that ever been a measuring stick? That means Fast and the Furious. Some of those movies are some of the finest cinema we've ever seen.
The finest cinema.
So, yeah. I don't think so.
So here might be something confusing. Here's a weird scenario, Ross. What you might not be aware of is Christopher Nolan made an odd deal with the Odyssey.
Okay.
His deal is he gets 20% of the box office.
Oh, yeah. Of presumably profit, right? Not just...
I think it's gross.
What?
Wow.
No, that's insane. Really?
Yeah. I've heard people go back and forth. Let's assume it's profit. That
That makes
also
more sense,
means that it has to make more to break even than it normally would.
Yeah, yet another instance of...
There's a
having to make more
theoretical
money.
scenario where Christopher Nolan walks away with millions and the movie breaks even.
Jesus Lord.
So you're not even talking the 50% that the theaters take. You're not even talking on top of that all of the budget for advertising and marketing. You're talking Christopher Nolan's 20% as well. Which is weird. I've never heard somebody have that deal, but good for him.
I know like back end points and all that's been a thing in the past, but that's 20% seems crazy high.
It is crazy. Yeah. But Christopher Nolan's making money, and that's all he cares about. Not the source material, but the money he makes. Kevin Feige has confirmed that Miles Morales is coming to the MCU. They're just waiting for the Spider-Verse to end so that there's no conflict crossover. So look forward to Miles Morales replacing Tom Holland when Tom Holland retires from Spider-Man. That would be my assumption.
Yay.
He's just going to slip right in with his swagger of a young black man. There's been a lot of complaints. So Nintendo had this lawsuit over America where when the tariffs went down, that they wanted the money that they lost because of the tariffs. And then all of the Nintendo people who bought Nintendo Switches were like, well, shouldn't you give us rebates because we paid premium prices on your consoles? And Nintendo's like, no. We will not give you your money back even though you paid higher prices because of the tariffs. But we want our money back because it cost us more money because of the tariffs.
Gee, thanks, Nintendo.
Interesting article with comments from former PlayStation head Shuhei Yoshida, who talked about the rise of AAA games. According to his article, I've read through it. He basically says that there was a huge push for AAA from Sony to push hardware sales, and that resulted in the death of Japan studios because they weren't on the AAA end that Sony, quote unquote, wanted to drive hardware sales with games like God of War and Uncharted. And that's why a lot of the smaller, more indie-ish studios that made smaller games, that's why Japan studios inherently got shut down. Because they wanted to push big stuff. Japan studio famously made Ape Escape, Shadow of the Colossus, Siren, Loco Roco, Potapon, Gravity Rush, Astrobot, etc., etc. And that explains sort of the attitude and the direction that Sony's been going as of late. They want AAA games. The problem is AAA games come with a risk because the cost is high. And the return could be very low if it doesn't work out for you. It's the all eggs in the basket scenario.
Yep. It's funny, we've talked about that.
Ubisoft is backing up Sony's ending physical games, despite the fact that they're not doing very well themselves. During Ubisoft's latest earning call, Guillemot was asked about Sony's decision to stop producing new PlayStation game discs beginning in January 2018. Rather than expressing concern about consumer backlash or game preservation, he argued that the transition would ultimately be beneficial. Drawing comparisons to PC gaming's transition away from physical media, Guillemot said, "What we saw on the PC is that it helped to grow the market. There's also some pressure for the future on the cost of machines, and being able to be only digital will help to have more accessible machine." Yeah, cost lower. It's all beneficial to you guys because, look, I can accept the fact that the direction that we're headed, if it will inevitably result in no physical media. That doesn't mean it's good for the consumer. It's more beneficial for you guys.
Yep. Yeah. Precisely.
Remember the crazy plan that the CEO of GameStop was going to take over eBay and everybody laughed at him? Well, they've started their hostile takeover and now own nearly 10% of eBay.
Dear God.
He's like, we're doing this.
Oh no, it's happening, pal.
And everybody laughed and eBay was like, no, he's not going to buy us. And it's like, well, they're going to start buying massive amounts of eBay. And honestly, it's not irrational to link the two. Used games and eBay market would link very well.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't think eBay's interested in the crazy plan though.
Do you know eBay has live streaming on it now?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yes.
They do.
Why does eBay need live streaming?
They do pack openings for things like
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards and that sort of thing.
They
So
gotta
dumb.
hawk your items.
Basically, everybody gets shocked and excited when they open a new Pokemon card to see what the coolest. Oh, did I get the cool magic thing? Whoa!
Oh.
Shifting on, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync dev request. Please play us when GTA 6 comes out.
No.
Yeah, that's a genuine
Please-
fear that everybody's going to
Please
abandon
play
your
our
game.
game.
I
I
mean,
will.
Good game.
yeah, everybody will abandon to GTA 6 at that point. We had an extensive analytic research on games, and we got an interesting report that apparently the most popular of the remakes was Resident Evil 4 by a wide margin.
Wow, interesting.
I think it
I would've thought it was
sold
2.
4 times as much as Oblivion.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that did really well. Remake reportedly sold 16.8 million copies.
Hey, good for them. I mean, it was smart to do 4. 4 is a good game. People like it.
In third place is Last of Us Part 1 with 6.3, Oblivion 4.5, Dead Space 4.3, Final Fantasy Rebirth 4.2, Silent Hill 2 3.2. So yeah, destroyed by Resident Evil 4 numbers. Apparently the remake was a big success.
Hell yeah.
Good for you, Resident Evil. And to end this depressing, hey, everything looks bad, I had a positive article. You can now buy in the US, even though it's formatted poorly, the mouth-based touchpad for people who have the physical issues. Basically, it's a touchpad that'll form to your teeth. You can get it specifically made, and you can control it like a mouse using your tongue. And apparently works really well.
That's pretty cool.
So people who might be quadriplegics or have some other issue of some kind. There are a few streamers I've watched off and on that use their mouth to play games, and they're better at some games than I am with hands.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
But this looks really cool because this allows them to have more capability and feel like they have more activity than, trapped in perhaps their unfortunate situation. So I thought this was really cool. I was like, yeah, mouth-based mouse button.
It's pretty alright.
It's pretty sweet, you guys. It's allowing more mobility, but they've just started to be on sale, so you can now buy them in the US.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I wonder if they work really well. It's one of those things where if I had excessive amounts of money, I would buy one just for the curiosity to see how it works.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, yeah. I'm going to be mega lazy and not even use my arms anymore.
I no longer have any need for them.
For those with serious medical issues or the incredibly lazy.
I transcended the need for hands.
I have evolved. It's all a mouth-based technology now. Kind of gross, though. You got to wash that thing frequently.
Yeah, you probably
You
should.
don't want plaque buildup on your mouth.
Ugh.
Well, it's been an exciting podcast, everybody. Are you all excited about the new things? Doomsday? Blade Runner?
No.
Is
No.
anything coming out that you're like, besides the passingly neuromancer, anything announced today that makes anybody excited for anything? Any movie you kind of want to see?
I'm super excited for the Rings of Power. I can't wait to suffer for months again.
Silver hates
Oh.
life.
Good news. Should I tell them, Rhett?
Yeah.
So, it starts with 4 episodes, everybody. Be hyped for 4 hours of Rings of Power right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Receive a shotgun blast of 4 hours of Rings of Power.
Oh.
I think I'm going to have a palate cleanser between
Just-
each episode.
Just pray to God that it
something
releases
good.
in the middle of the week and not on a Friday. Otherwise, you'll want to die.
And I've never been more sad for a Marvel movie coming out. I'm gonna hate this. I can't palate cleanse with a good Marvel movie because that doesn't exist.
Nope.
Ebenezer.
Well, they do. They just existed
true.
several years ago.
That's very
Ebenezer.
true. I nearly forgot about Ebenezer.
Oh, yeah, that
That's-
one looked interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clayface a little bit.
Johnny Depp has saved us again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clayface looks okay. I you know, depending on the timing, I may see that. We'll see.
That's a glowing endorsement from Ross. Maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see.
Well, it's better than absolutely not. Looks like shit.
That's going to
Better
save
than that.
Hollywood. Remember, everybody, Hollywood is saved.
Yeah.
Ross is the only one of
Go
us
woke,
that
go
fully...
rich.
Well, Ross is the only one of us that have fully intended to watch The Odyssey, and he still hasn't gotten around to it.
Nope. And I'm at the point now where I kind of don't want to.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, everybody, Hollywood saved. Dun, 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 dun. Outro.
If you like the show, follow Rhett, Jason, Ross, and Silver, the world's most lethally stupid internet personalities, on Twitter at DG Podcast or on Instagram at Distracted Gamers. If you liked or hated what you heard here today, you can email them at thedistractedgamers@gmail.com and share your feelings. Not that Jason would care, since he hasn't any, of course.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!